she did them, you know, and I was aware she did them, and I just didn't know how to stop her from doing perks, you know. And I kept warning her about fentanyl because I have a lot of friends that lost their kids. So I'm part of that club now. And I used to beg her, you know, and tell her, please stop taking them. You don't know what's in them. In my daughter's case, is she didn't OD. For people that don't know the story, she was murdered by fentanyl. This is a picture of my daughter for the people that never seen her.
And I can't say it enough times. Do not accept anything from anyone you don't know. And even if you do know them, don't accept it unless you know what it is and where it's come from. And
I would say at my worst, I was probably taking between 30, 35, sometimes maybe 40 a day.
If anything, the way I look at it is like Sopranos saved me. When I would think like, man, what are you doing to yourself? It would be a lot easier for me to go like, stop doing this. Look at what your life could be, you know, instead of what a lot of my friends were dealing with. And, you know, I think it's 5 of my friends who I brought to the premieres of The Sopranos are dead now.
I had my own battle with addiction as well. The Vicodin and Percocet, that was the thing. You know, never, I didn't do heroin, or it wasn't coke or anything else. It was Vicodin and Percocet.
You know, by 2005, I was a full-blown heroin addict and a crack cocaine addict.
And even people with the worst kind of mental illness have a chance if they have the capacity to be honest with themselves. The reality is we've been lying to ourselves with every drink we put in our mouth, or every puff we take, or every, pill that we pop, or whatever we're doing. And then, we wonder why people get pissed off at us, but we don't see that it's what we're doing. It's not my mother, my father, my brother, my uncle, my sister. No, it's me too.
The consequences are too severe for me. You know, the damage I've done to my health, it's a fucking miracle. Nothing short of a miracle that I am still alive. So, if I can do it, any of you can do it.
When people suffer from alcoholism or drug addiction, there must come a moment when your life totally crashes. For me, that moment came when the pain was too great and the consequences were too profound. Only then did I decide to change. Recovery and sobriety is all about change, and for me, it started when I woke up in a grimy hotel room in a shitty little town in Pennsylvania. And so, if you want a new life and start a new journey of a lifetime, you've come to the right place. You want to drink? That's your business. You want to stop drinking? That's our business. Welcome to Recovery Tube.
Hey guys, good afternoon. It's good to see you. We got 23 people so far. We do some shout outs. Sally, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Dave, Michael Hensley, we love you too. Frank Gerard Fratello Productions, War. And that's it for now. I want to apologize to you guys for the first show. I woke up at 8:30 this morning. I was extremely sick to my stomach. Extremely. And when I say not even sick to my stomach, I had pains. It felt like somebody was twisting my guts in a knot. I didn't feel well. So I went back to bed and I couldn't sleep. The pain was, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was bad. So I was kind of dozing in and out of sleep. And then finally I fell back to sleep around 10:45. So the last time I looked at the clock, when I woke up, it was 11:40. So, and my stomach was still fucked up bad. So I was like, okay, there's no, how do I do a show like this? In fucking agony, So I'm feeling a little better now, and I wanted to make sure I didn't miss this show. So yeah, Sally, I am now. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, so here we are. Now, last time we did one of these, last Wednesday, I believe there was somebody else who talked about possibly sharing today, but I can't remember who that was, and nobody got a hold of me about it. So I don't know if that's going to be happening. We can talk about whatever you guys would like today. You pick the topic, and we'll go from there. I will tell you this. Last night we talked about alcohol withdrawal, and it wasn't even an addiction or recovery show. We just got into it. We're talking about that, and I looked at my comments this morning, and somebody said that Amy Winehouse died of alcohol withdrawal. I didn't know that, but I looked it up, and I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not, because I think they had a medical examiner that was fired or something. A different one was brought in, and they said that it was actually alcohol poisoning. She had quit drinking for 3 weeks, and then she just went on a binge, and her alcohol, blood alcohol level was through the fucking roof. And that's what it actually put her into a coma, and then she eventually died. So I don't know which one it is, but either way, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I actually thought she died of an overdose. All right, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Do what you got to do. We got 43 people, but it seems to be all the same people in the chat that were here when it was only 24 people, or whatever it was. I guess people will join as we go. But 43 people isn't bad. This is kind of back to where we used to be. It's getting close anyway. So tell me, guys, what do you think? I don't want to go over the same bullshit again, because, all I have is my stories. My stories and my stories. The shit I experienced firsthand. That's all I really ever have to talk about. I wish I was a drug and alcohol fucking counselor. I'd have a different subject for every show, but I don't. So I'll let you guys dictate. FBS, you were right about beer. My first rehab, I was drinking 18 Coors Lights a day and for 3 months straight, and they never detoxed me. Yeah, oh, look at this. Correct, FBS. My brother was in the same pub as her the day before she died. She was drinking. So it was alcohol poisoning. Yeah. That's crazy. So sad. Such a talented woman. That's something else, though, Tom. He was in there with her, huh? Yeah, that's what I saw. They said that that's where she was from, right? Camden? Back to this. While I was reading about Amy Winehouse, I should have kept this fucking article up. God damn it. Let me see if I could find this, because I want to read you something about this. I knew. I said yesterday, guys, that most alcoholics will never experience alcohol withdrawal. It's a certain type of alcoholic. I said that yesterday on the show, but I had no idea how rare it was. And this article about her explains it. So let me get to that real quick. I'm all stuffy too, on top of everything else. Okay. There's a question in this article. Is alcohol withdrawal a real condition? And this is what it says. Yes, though it's not often seen, even among lifelong alcoholics. Severe alcohol withdrawal is considered rare, since so few alcoholics ever experience withdrawal, says Maya Svalovitz in Time. I don't know. They either do not exceed or even attempt quitting alcohol cold turkey. Symptoms vary from person to person, but it can be a serious condition. People who drink heavily and quit suddenly, says Dr. Sam Zakari, as quoted in the Boston Globe, may experience symptoms ranging from anxiety to tremors to full-blown seizures and delusions. In severe cases, alcohol withdrawal can result in delirium tremens. This is what I talked about yesterday. What are those? The DTs, as the condition is sometimes called, usually show up 3 to 5 days after a person quits alcohol cold turkey. Delirium tremens is characterized by severe agitation, major confusion, hallucinations, and a high fever, and it can lead to seizures. God damn, bro. And it can lead to seizures, stroke, or heart attacks. The condition requires immediate medical attention. Can you die from withdrawal? It's certainly possible, though again, it happens rarely. Proper treatment of alcoholism usually consists of replacing the alcohol with benzodiazepine drugs, which calm the brain by acting on its neurotransmitters. These drugs are then slowly tapered off. This kind of treatment prevents the shock that can lead to seizures, according to some reports. According to some reports, Winehouse died after ignoring her doctor's advice to cut down on her heavy drinking gradually. So I think this is the one where they said, let's see, while the world waits for final toxicology results from Amy Winehouse's death, rumors swirl about what killed the famous singer. Sources close to her family now say it wasn't drugs or alcohol that killed the 27-year-old, but ironically, withdrawal from alcohol. That's the first article. If you look at there's another article right here. Amy Winehouse, this from The Guardian, died of alcohol poisoning, second inquest, blah, blah, blah. So it was alcohol poisoning, but I didn't even know it was that rare. You know what I mean? But I will say, and I think I said this yesterday, I don't know a single person. And I mean, I've been around addicts of all types my whole life, and I don't think I know a single fucking person who has ever really suffered from alcohol withdrawal. I told you, my friend Scott went to jail. He got the shakes a little bit. It comes with being a very, very severe alcoholic. Severe. Not somebody who just likes to drink, somebody who needs to. And it's liquor, like I say, like Frank said earlier, you can't so I got distracted by this comment. Oh, you could drink fucking 2 cases of beer a day and you're not going to suffer from alcohol withdrawal when you stop. Most likely not. Princess of Darkness 1488. Nice cocaine sniffles, Piggy. Princess of Darkness 1488. Well, there you go. That answers everything. Another Nazi in the chat. Gee, I wonder who you could be with. I wonder. Who knows? Could it be MRE? Parasite Slayer, NB? Matty Marinara, the whole Nazi crew over there? Yes. Sorry about what? War. I don't know. So let's see, guys. We can go from here. We could talk about something else. Because, what I notice is with all the people that have been part of these addiction and recovery shows for 3 years now, not many have been alcoholics. You notice that? I mean, I think it's fair to say most of the people that attend, I guess you could say, these shows or participate in them are either heroin addicts or opioids of some sort, pills and shit. There doesn't seem to be, and some cocaine addicts and stuff, but there doesn't seem to be many alcoholics over the years. I don't think there has been. Casey Robinson is one, though. Cold turkey almost killed me. The fever hits, seizures, hallucinations. Yeah. Oh, the fever, the fucking nightmare. Yeah. And, that's what I went through. I told you this will be the millionth time. After I had the seizure and I was in the hospital, I was in a coma for 7 days. And after that, even though I just gone 7 days being, detoxed, and I, I was in a coma. You would think after 7 days I'd be at least somewhat better, but when I came out of that coma within a day or two, I was hallucinating in the middle of the night, and I kicked the nurse in the stomach. I didn't know. I was just seeing shadow people all over the place. So I was still hallucinating after all that time. Real clever, yeah. 1488. Chris, in 2 weeks, I felt like a new man. Easy, no issues at all. That's great, man. It is. The drugs take over, bro. That was me anyway. Yeah, of course they do. It's no, war. No, it's all good. That's what happens, The shit takes your soul. I swear to God, these drugs and shit. Every time I see one of these fucking, because again, most of the talk about addiction now revolves around opiates, opioids. That's just the way it is. Every time I see like a documentary or something, a news report or anything about fentanyl or heroin, oxy, it's like, I just think to myself, Jesus fucking Christ, all the lives. I can't believe it. Like when I was at the fair a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weekends ago, and I was looking at all those pictures on that Not One More wall, it's like, it's such a shame. But you can never convince me that there isn't something that could be done about it, and it just isn't being done. There's no doubt something can be done about it. I think the way this whole thing started, oh my God, Alan, you scumbag. Good job trying to throw off the addiction recovery show. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget now. What was I saying, guys? I'm not sure. What sucks is my first rehab was 2004, and that's when I started smoking. That sucks, LOL, and can't stop ever since. Oh, really? Yeah. That's rehab. That's like, cigarettes. It's like being in fucking prison. Cigarettes are like gold, for real. That's the one thing you're allowed to do in rehab is smoke cigarettes. And since it's the only thing you got left, I never smoked as much as I do now, and have since rehab, but before that, I was always a smoker. I never smoked that much. Never. When I went to rehab, it was like, I remember my first fucking day sitting by the pool, trying to figure out what happened with my life and why I'm here. I started chain smoking like a motherfucker, and I did every single day that I was in there. Every day. I couldn't keep enough cigarettes. There was this chick, Savannah, who, I don't know, I think her parents bought her a couple of cartons or something, and she didn't like them. She didn't like the types of cigarettes that they bought her. But they were Marlboro Menthol, I think, or Marlboro Menthol Light. I don't know what, but I didn't give a fuck. I was desperate. So anytime I didn't have my own, like if I couldn't have somebody bring me some, then I would just buy packs off her. I couldn't stop smoking. And I smoke more now than I ever did. More now than I ever did. Which one, Sally? His first one, or did he do another one since? I saw he did another little video. I watched it earlier. Was that today? I don't know. I'm trying to go back and remember what I was gonna originally say about the. I think I was talking about opioids and shit. I don't know, but most of the conversation around addiction revolves around that stuff now, because that's the big, and has been for years the really big issue. It's like all other drugs took a back seat, including alcohol. But it's understandable because of this fentanyl shit. How many people are dying and how easily they're fucking dying. That's what I think I was going to say earlier. I was going to get into the thing about the when I said I think that something can be done about it and it isn't being done. I think what I was going to say is it's so funny. Like if you look throughout history, there was times throughout at least American history where drugs were put in certain places specifically, to kill off the people in those places. Like, if you ever watched the movie Panther, it's pretty interesting. It's basically the government working with the mob and everything else to put all this heroin into the black neighborhoods in LA. And it was because they wanted to kill off the Black Panthers. They couldn't just go around and kill them. So they wanted to give them something that would, either the drug itself would kill them or they would kill each other over the drug, whether it's because of sales or whatever it is. And that's why they put it there. And I think, throughout history, there's no doubt about it. It's just like how Freeway Ricky Ross was taught how to cook cocaine, turn it into crack, and it was meant to be in the black neighborhoods, not just in LA with Freeway Ricky Ross, but throughout the country. That's and he expanded throughout the country. I think it was always meant to be that way, but now, yeah, ducks. Thank you, bro. Yes, exactly. Now, it doesn't even matter. Like I remember, I don't know how many years ago it was. It was a pretty long time ago. It was that OxyContin Express, or no, it wasn't even that. It was something where they were in like the fucking mountains of West Virginia. And they were showing how the people there are, like damn near everybody is hooked on this shit, on Oxy. They called it hillbilly heroin. And I remember thinking about it then. It's like, wow, it's not, now those are poor people. So they're damn near in the same class. They don't, the way the government sees them, they're throwaways. But still, it doesn't even matter. That was the first time I said to myself, well, wow, they don't care about white people either. But again, they're poor people. The government sees them as throwaways. They don't care about them. But, over the years, I mean, this shit is everywhere. Remember Macklemore said in the song Drug Dealer, now they're paying attention because of Sarah, Katie, and Billy. But the shit's been going on from Seattle to South Philly, whatever it was he said, something like that. It's true, Sarah, Katie, and Billy, I mean, meaning white kids. You would think they would start paying attention and trying to do something about it, but they're really not. I just don't see any real effort to do anything to stop this problem. I don't, and it's mind blowing to me because even though we know the government doesn't care about us or our lives, it's astonishing to see just how little they care. You know what I mean? To the point where it almost seems as if they're putting it here just to kill people off. Opioids have always been a problem for me. I was recently reminded again about that after my foot surgery. Oh, yeah. What, they wouldn't give you anything, or you turned down what they were going to give you? Or did you just take them and get the reminder? I never watched that No Freaking ZD Now. What's that about? I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory, the title, but I mean, what's the plot, the story behind it? Same reason why abortion clinics were mainly in the black community. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And you can go to any black community in America and you'll find them there. But yeah, very true. Very, very true. Well, and remember, what was it, Boys in the Hood, when they were talking about, in every black neighborhood or something, like maybe, I forget the exact, what they said exactly in Boys in the Hood, but they mentioned one way or another. I forget how it was said that, every black neighborhood has gun stores and liquor stores. Was that Boys in the Hood? I think so. Gun store and a liquor store every corner, and it's true. It's absolutely true. Netflix, I've said it before, that Painkiller show is unreal how the epidemic started. Oh my God, that show is phenomenal. Like I said last time, anybody who hasn't seen that has to see it. And it's not just like, it's not like a documentary where you just got to sit and listen to the history of oxycodone. It's a fucking series, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And it's frustrating. It'll piss you off, but it's all true. That shit hits your throat like, oof. Sven Larson, Yizzo, thanks for being here, bro. Oh, you were on them for several months. Oh, shit. That's not good. I'm glad you're okay now, though. And the heroin, where were the parents at? Wait, what's that from? That's from something, right? Or are you just saying that? Eminem. And the heroin, where were the parents at? I think. Yeah. All about big pharma money, more important than lives, sad. Yeah, that's all they care about. That's all. They don't give a fuck if everybody dies from addiction. Well, don't let me rephrase that, because there's still got to be, they need those taxpayers, But anybody who, like I said, is considered a throwaway, they don't care. But then again, too, like I just said, it seems like they don't care about anyone, really. They don't care about anyone. It's amazing, man. You hear all these Republican politicians now talking about listen to this JD Vance, this fucking lunatic. He's talking about the family, all he talks about is families. He makes fun of women who don't have fucking kids, childless cat ladies. He talks about that people who have children should have more votes. Like, in other words, their kids should be given votes, but they should be in the control of the parents and stuff like this. It's like, and part of Project 2025 is about, building the population, as much as possible. What the fuck is that? Oh, ash or something. Building onto the population as much as possible. They want as many people, as many taxpayers as they can possibly have in this country. Why don't you just worry about fucking saving lives that are already here? You're worried about fucking abortion. You're worried about all this different shit. You want to force people into having kids. You want to incentivize it and all this shit. Why don't you just focus on making sure that the people who are already here survive? How about that? How about we worry about that first? But no, it's not that. It's just like George Carlin said once about Republicans. They're pro-life up until the day of birth. And then as soon as you hit 18, they'll send you to war to die in a heartbeat. They don't give a fuck. As long as you're in the womb, they're pro-life. Oh, really? Oh, shit. Yeah. So you were right back at it. That's scary. That's why, like I told you, a couple of years ago, a doctor offered me benzos, which is insane, for sleep. Fucking benzos. I don't know what he was thinking, because you could see my medical history, and I said, absolutely not. No. And of course, I didn't get them, but just the fact that he fucking offered them. It's like, Sally, why did they give them to you if you already had a history? Let me see. My dad was a severe alcoholic and fell 80 feet from a power pole in 89. His harness busted. He had insane fevers, grand mal seizures. 8 months later, was discharged. He was addicted to morphine, a new monster. Wow, man. Sorry to hear about that, Butterfly Kisses. Fucking power pole. Yeah, that's what it is, man. And then, like you said, so many of the so many times, like a situation will arise, like, you know, you'll go in to get one thing treated and you'll leave hooked on something else. There's no I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason, I think, to how they treat addicts in some situations. There was a situation a few days ago here in York. An Uber driver had picked up a patient in Ohio to take them to rehab somewhere around here. I don't know. And I guess, I don't know if they had a contract with the treatment facility. I don't know what it was. And I guess they stopped off at a store. And when they stopped off at the store, you know, the passenger went into the bathroom and got high, you know, and he gets back in the car. They both get back in the car. They start driving to the place. And within minutes, the guy OD'd in the back seat of the fucking Uber. You know, it's crazy. About the CIA putting crack into LA. Great show. The dealers were getting powder straight from the CIA. Yeah. You meant to say about the CIA putting crack into LA. Great show. The dealers were getting powder straight from the CIA. Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking about a crack in the system? Which one? Middle America, now it's a tragedy. Now it's so sad to see an upper class city having this happening. Yeah. Then they blame Eminem because I rap this way. Is that right? I think. The Rock got her now, meaning she ain't coming back. You guys. I'm the generation that pain medication was handed out like candy, Percodan for tooth pain, etc. Yeah, you know, it's a sick thing. Like I always say, you know, the one person you should be able to trust, you know, outside of your family, I guess, you know, family and friends would be a doctor. You know, you should be able to go to the doctor, go to the hospital, whatever, and feel that your doctor has your best interests at heart, you know, but they don't. It's just like anything else. Money corrupts everything. And these pharmaceutical companies will fucking pay off these doctors till the end of time to get them to push this shit. They really will. It pisses me off, but it ain't going to change anytime soon. Yep, that was them saying the same thing about drugs being a problem now that it's in the middle upper class. Yeah. But you know, it was back then. It seemed Wise Guy TV. They were paying some attention to it. Now it's just, I feel like they've just abandoned the whole fucking opioid epidemic as an issue. They don't even talk about it anymore. I mean, I'm hearing constant rallies and shit from Trump and from Kamala Harris, and I'm hearing, you know, Vance talk and other, you know, politicians on both sides, and I'm hearing about all types of stuff, border security. I'm hearing about, you know, inflation. You know, the even insulin, you know, Biden lowered it. The Republicans are trying to raise it again. You hear about all these different these issues, the war, you know, Israel, Palestine, all these different things. But we're not hearing anything about this shit. Why is this not a discussion anymore? I don't understand. I don't get it. And I know people will say, well, it's part of border security. No, it can't be part of anything. It's got to be its own fucking freestanding thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of a big deal. As long as Big Pharma controls MDs who prescribe opioids, the problem won't end. No. And that'll be always, you know. I don't see anybody doing anything to change that either. Chris Capello, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Yeah, War. Sally's so true. I'd go to the dentist, get 60 pain pills for a freaking cavity. It was insane, Sally. Really? I don't remember getting shit. I remember getting fucking fillings. No Novocaine, no nothing. Like, oh, Keyboard Thug, listen, my whack ass political opinion. You mean that I tell the truth and I'm a smart guy and you're a fucking moron and you don't know what you're talking about? Keyboard Thug, do me a favor, cancel your membership and go fuck your mother, bro. I'm so tired of your horse shit. I don't even want you fucking here anymore. Okay, you fucking right. I'm a Democrat, proud fucking of it. Get the fuck out of here, scumbag. Bye. Oh, there goes Keyboard Thug. Everything I'm saying is absolutely true, by the way. Everything I said in this show about anything political is absolutely true. It's absolutely true. Just some people don't like the truth. Benzos will definitely make you sleep. Make you sleep. They'll make you sleep permanently. They used Ativan to put me in a fucking coma. As long as Big Pharma controls MDs who... Oh, I read that one. I'm sorry. They gave out pain pills in the late 90s like candy, Sally. So, right, I broke my ankle in 1998. We get 180 pain pills a month. Unreal, crazy, insane. Jesus Christ. That's fucking nuts. Oh, yeah, Lisa, of course. They've all paid for abortions. But by the way, Keyboard Thug, I know you're still watching. My next show, my next politics show, which will be soon, I will drop the link for you, and you can come debate me because you're so smart and you know a lot. I promise you, I swear to God, I'll drop the link for you. Guys, remind me, next politics show, drop the link for Keyboard Thug. It doesn't matter he's blocked. He can still grab the link. If you had the opportunity to open a treatment center, where would you have it, FBS, bro? That's a tough one. You know, Florida is like Mecca for fucking, you know, it's every time, like even when we're in South Florida, we go to a certain store in Fort Lauderdale and we talk to this guy who's in recovery. He works at a store that we always go to. And we kind of know him personally now, you know, and yeah, he talks to us constantly about Florida and you know, how it's just like I don't know what the words are to use, but it's like I'm assuming that Florida, from everything I've heard and seen, not just from this guy, but things I've seen on TV, things I've heard from documentaries and news and everything else, Florida is like ground zero. Like it's like fucking. There's more treatment facilities, sober living homes, recovery homes, everything else in Florida than any other fucking state in America. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it seems like. I would probably say there, but I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure. Maybe right here, maybe in York City. Just because, you know, obviously people I know that are affected. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. Frank, yeah, in like 2000, I started with the Vicodin. They were everywhere, plentiful, and 7 for $20. Holy shit. Times have changed. Oh, shit. What the fuck? I think I just broke something. Growing up in Miami, I had direct access to so much. I'm lucky I never tried heroin. You grew up in Miami, Sally? I didn't know that. Amy Winehouse was a talented singer. Yeah, she was. What doesn't fit the current narrative? Oh, you're talking about because they're not talking about, you know, the opioid epidemic and all. Yeah, I know. Dr. Christopher gave them out like candy. Didn't have to buy them, was crazy. But when they were easy to get, I never took them. I started in 2012, the start of all my pain from working hard. See what I mean? Most people in here, that's their that's seems to be the issue most people that participate in this chat have. More than anything else, coke, alcohol, crack, anything. And it makes me wish I knew more about the situation. That's why I do watch stuff and shit, and I try to learn, because I need to know what you guys, I need to know details about the type of stuff you guys were using and how it affected you and all that. That's why I like listening to other people's stories. Yeah, she really did, Lisa. It's not like the opioid problem is over. Oh, no, it certainly isn't. Not even fucking close. It hasn't gotten better at all. My mother had a cabinet full of pain medication, sleep medication, nerve medication. It was a free-for-all. Wow. It's crazy. I had two friends, Courtney and Casey. Their mother was like that. She wound up with Parkinson's or something, but she had every type of pill for every type of condition or disorder, or you name it. And I just remember seeing her around the house, the condition she was always in. It was like, Jesus Christ. Another one bites the dust. Your keyboard thug, whack ass. Well, fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Back in the day, I would always hear the old ladies saying, I got so upset I needed a nerve pill, meaning Valium, Xanax, or Klonopin. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, that was a housewife thing. Housewives, especially rich housewives, they would just sit around all fucking day, and I'm sure they still do, and sip wine and take fucking Valium or whatever. Xanax. I had no problem getting second-alls to come down from coke, no alcohol. It was too readily available to you. Guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Missy Valium, we used to call it Mommy's Little Helper. I've heard it called that before, too. There's some safe injection sites area, just not enough. Oh, you mean, yeah. Maybe you meant safe injection sites around. I'm not sure what you meant, but yeah, that's a good thing, but it's not even, it doesn't even put a dent in the real issue. It's good because, people have clean, needles and shit to use, and it cuts down. Obviously, it's going to, it lessens the risk of getting hepatitis C or AIDS or something like that. And it's just safer in general. But listen, the money that this country spends on every fucking thing. Okay. It's like you tell, they could have fixed this fucking problem, or at least, I mean, had a major positive effect, to help Americans with this issue. They could have thrown money at this shit all fucking day. They could be doing it right now, and they can they can change things in such a positive way if they wanted to, but they don't want to. They don't want to. FBS, I worked in a drug rehab problem in Miami for 13 years. A drug rehab problem? All right, I'll just say FBS, I worked in a drug rehab in Miami for 13 years. I didn't know that. Interesting. Program. There you go. I was like, what? I'm sure you saw a lot. Miami. Yeah, that's like, I don't know. It seems like Florida is the #1 state for bypass or heart transplant. I didn't know that. But I think that's what it is. Florida, it's like the epicenter of all this shit because Isn't it because of the population of, all the old fucking people? Isn't that why? Like, I remember, I think it was OxyContin Express, where they were showing these kids from like Boston and places like that would travel to Florida, to the pill mills, people, all over the fucking East Coast and shit. And I'm sure from all around the country would travel to Florida. All you needed was a fucking ID, a state ID from any state, and cash. You could walk in, you could get a bullshit MRI for $200 and something, and then you could leave with fucking thousands of pills, whatever you wanted. I mean, I think that's why that, they were able to have all those pill mills and shit, and why they had them, because of the population. So many old people. Born and raised in Miami and moved to Virginia in 1998. I'm sorry to hear that, Sally. That is horrible. I know you probably love it, but I couldn't imagine a more opposite place from Miami to move to. Miami is just paradise, palm trees and fucking sun and beaches and beautiful people. And you go to Virginia and it's like, it's pretty much like here. It's just the Four Seasons and boredom. Pretty much it. Big pharma, money, all this BS can be traced right to money, like everything. Oh, absolutely. It was alcohol that killed her. Let me see. I want to read all your comments. Oh, you're talking about okay, let me see. How did I miss all these comments? What the fuck? Amy was great, bro. Oh, you're talking about Amy Winehouse. Yeah. Lisa, she was off the drugs and looked so much better. Heroin and crack and looked healthy again. Off. Heroin and crack and looked healthy again. Yeah. It was alcohol that killed her. Ain't that some shit? Oh, well, I have a channel that's all politics, but I'm not, that's a channel that someday I want to use and have nobody to know about. You know what I mean? So I don't share the link or anything. I don't want anybody from MobTube knowing about that, just in case I'm ever actually able to get it off the ground. But the politics shows I just do on here. And I'm trying to do like once a week, but it's tough because until I start making money on them, it's like, I got to do these shows. I got to do addiction recovery in my regular shows. Well, not even addiction recovery. I mean, I don't do these for money. You know what I'm saying? I got to do the other shows to make money. So I can't do all the politics shows I want to, but I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna start more and more often. I'll be doing them. I just need people to donate on those shows. Yes, Lisa Farrow, I saw an interview with a big pharma CEO. He said he didn't care how expensive the meds are. One of my meds a month is $3,000. I have insurance. I'd be in a mess. That's one. Jesus. It's crazy. I need my nerve pills. Yeah. I wonder if I ever heard that. I feel like I might have heard that, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Yeah, me too. Benzos were, I mean, I loved, I had, the prescription to 4 milligrams of Ativan a day. But at one point, for just a few months, I had a prescription for 4 milligrams of Klonopin a day, 2 in the morning and 2 at night. 2 in the morning for anxiety, 2 at night for sleep. Actually, it was reversed for me because I was working third shift, but I could take 2 milligrams of Klonopin at work and it didn't even affect me. Like, I just had a tolerance. But I loved that shit, and any chance I got to abuse it, that's what I did. If I get anybody I found with benzos, I was getting those benzos from you, whether it was Ativan, Valium. Well, Valium I didn't care too much about, but I would take it. Valium is like the weakest benzo. It's nothing. But Xanax, well, Xanny bars especially. Oh my God. Klonopin was my favorite. Klonopin to me, it just had a different effect from all the other benzos. And I used to search for Librium, but you will never find Librium on the street. It ain't happening. Librium is a thing they give you in detox only. And if they let you leave with any, it's going to be 3 days worth. So you'll never find that shit. But Librium to me like mimicked the effects of alcohol. Like I remember I told you I left that fucking psych ward. I was still going through withdrawal. I left and went to Wildwood. I went to the fucking beach for a few days and I had 3 days worth of that fucking Librium. And I remember taking it and feeling like I was drunk and just falling asleep. It's the greatest thing ever. And when I ran out of that 3 days worth, I called my mom and I said, I need you to please call the doctor or go to the fucking pharmacy and see if you can get a refill on this shit. My mom called the doctor. The doctor said, absolutely not. Ain't happening. I knew a rich housewife who would buy 300 to 430 milligram Roxys a week out of fear she might run out. She probably has 10,000 to 112,000 of them now. 10,000 to, did you mean 12,000? I'm assuming. Jesus. That's crazy. But if you're an addict and you can afford it, that's what you're going to do. That, and it's surrounded by water with easy international access during those days. Oh, of course, yeah. I have biological kids, 27, 22, 17, and not one of them ever drank alcohol, done drugs, smoked cigs, nothing. And same for my 3 foster children that really have been mine to this day. And now I have their, I don't see the rest of it. Oh, 9-month-old half sibling. I will do everything in my power for her to live a clean life as well. That's awesome. You're doing something right, Butterfly Kisses. People are also more willing to go into a rehab in beautiful Florida than some rehab in Philly or West Virginia. That makes sense too, yes. Yeah. I remember I had this guy, Ryan, I worked with at one of the factories. He never had a drug problem in his fucking life. But he found out that if you go to the HR department and say, listen, I have a drug problem, they can't fire you, but they will pay to send you to a rehab, or the insurance will, whatever. So this motherfucker started exploring rehabs that the company would cover, or the insurance company. And he was showing me all these ones in Florida and California. And I'm like, but Ryan, you don't even have a problem. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He just wanted to go on vacation and stay at one of these places. I said, it's not a bad idea, actually. It's not a bad idea at all. But, it's not that easy. Like when you go to rehab, they give you blood tests and shit. They want to know what's in your system. They use all that, for the insurance company and everything like that. One of the reasons I couldn't stay at Clarity Way very long, I only got 3 weeks there, is because when I got to Clarity Way, my blood alcohol level was super low. And why? Like I told you, when I woke up that morning, there was very little alcohol in the room, and I had no way to go get more. So I was just struggling that whole fucking day, trying to drink whatever I could fucking find, a beer here and there. So by the time I got there, nothing. It was a very low blood alcohol level. So, it actually helps you with the insurance company. They're more inclined to keep you there to pay for you to stay there longer if they see that you have a severe problem. Like if you show up with a blood alcohol level of 0.27 or some crazy shit, This guy, Terry, I was in there with, that motherfucker was smart. His wife drove him from Delaware to that rehab, which is a couple of hours, and he pounded just fucking natty ices the whole fucking way. Just pounded them the whole fucking way to the rehab. He was fucking destroyed by the time he got there. It sounds crazy, but that's what they want to see. They want to know that you really have a problem, Probably because of friends like or because of people like my friend Ryan. These people try to go to these fucking luxury rehabs just for something to do as like a resort getaway. My mom was always a worry wart, 89 years old, been stressed and worried since I was born. And she still says she needs a nerve pill, LOL, and still takes stuff crazy but doesn't abuse them. That's wild. You lost your wrench. What the fuck, man? Something's going on. The other day it was ducks, and the he thought he was blocked, but I don't think he was. And Dave, now it's you? Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay. Good, that makes me feel better. I was worried. There are a couple Amy Winehouse docs. I never watched any. Oh, because he's in. Oh, he's on the Recovery Tube 180 channel. That's why, bro. Yeah. No, you go to the Fat Bald-Sicilian channel. Actually, no, stay there. Hold on. Stay there. I haven't made anybody moderators over there. If only I can remember how to switch accounts. There we go. Switch accounts. I am so fucking stuffy today. Maybe I am really sick considering the way I woke up and how I felt all day. Now this shit. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. What the fuck? Okay. No. That was last week.
She did them, and I was.
There we go. Okay. Jesus Christ. That was last week. Shut up, fatty. All right, hold on. Oh, War, you do have a wrench over here. Okay. I don't even remember doing that. Oh, because this was a kind of a different channel before. That's right. Okay. Sven Larson, you too. Sally, you got one. Is that everybody? Miss Camp, you're wrong, has one. All right, cool. Jesse, where I live is very much like South Florida. Lots of beaches, rivers, etc. The Outer Banks is like the Florida Keys to me. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, if there's a lot of beaches, you're good. It ain't Miami, but shit. I just want to live near the beach. I don't give a fuck where it is. I want to live near a beach. Yeah, I got you, Frank. FBS, one day I wouldn't mind coming on to discuss politics with you. Obviously, it wouldn't be a debate, but we could discuss points. Yeah, maybe today even. Maybe today after I'll do Freestyle Friday at maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. And then maybe after that, we'll do it. We'll have fun. Keyboard Doug fucking motivated me now. Just because I know it irritates cocksuckers like him, I want to do it even more. As often as possible. I would like the politics show The Time Is Right to launch at FBS. Well, I've already done. I did one. I did one that was an official politics show. You can find it on here. It's FBS Talks Politics. Just search that. That was the street and me coming out. Wait, where? Oh, I don't know what you're up to. You get bothered too much in treatment if you think it's only a vacation. They keep you pretty busy. Oh, yeah. That's why it's not, it's not practical. If you're going to try to do that as a vacation, now you're busy, man. My rehab was extremely lenient, and still from, I think, 9 a.m. If it wasn't 8, it might have even been 8 a.m. until 8 at night sometimes. You're fucking, you got groups and shit. The thing that was cool about mine is that we had the pool and all the other stuff, the gym and the fucking, all that. So basketball courts, tennis courts, walking trails. So we'd get breaks, like between groups sometimes. And you could just, I would every fucking day, because I was in there in late June and early July, I would fucking get in the pool. I would go straight into the fucking pool as soon as a group was over. If I had an hour to the next one or 45 minutes, whatever, I would jump into the fucking pool. And then after lunch, you have lunch. And then after that, you have like maybe 45 minutes right into the fucking pool. So it gets broken up. But you get a schedule every week and it has all your fucking groups. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man, you're busy. They're fucking busy. There were some days where it was like nonstop from like 9 a.m. to like 6 or 7 p.m. nonstop, except for lunch and dinner. You know what I mean? There definitely were. But I enjoyed all of it. I took part in all of it. Did you guys see? I don't know if you didn't see on the show yesterday. Look what I found. I showed this on last night's show. Look. It's in the thing here, but it's from my coin out ceremony thing. At Clarity Way. That's my coin. So it's another reminder of that fucking amazing experience I had. And I found my notebook from there and shit, which is cool. Very odd. I was telling Shannon the other day, I need a little notebook like that for this room. Before I have to write stuff down. And then I'm reorganizing shit the other day and I find that. All my rehabs were shit places, living hell. I wish I could have went to a nice place. The ones I went to sucked, but I got the help. Some of them are bad, man, from what I hear. I knew many people that did that, got totally destroyed, and then go to rehab. Oh, yeah. Let me get down here. How is the vape working out? Well, I just lit a cigarette, but pretty good. Pretty good. I smoked like next to I might have smoked all night last night 4 or 5 cigarettes, which usually would be more like 15. So it's going pretty fucking good. And like this morning I had a cigarette and then I vaped most of the time. Then I had a cigarette. I put this show on. Because I'll tell you what, yesterday I did it for like 3 hours straight. All I used was the fucking vape. And then when I smoked a cigarette, it tasted like shit. So now I understand Shanna. Shanna said that recently. Like, she can't smoke cigarettes anymore. All she does, she has a strawberry ice Luff bar. That's her vape. And she can't smoke cigarettes anymore. They taste fucking terrible to her. Today seems like you're in the mood to do politics. I am. Oh, not freestyle friend. My bad. I don't all day, Ducks. I've been confused thinking it's fucking Friday. I don't know why. All day. I don't know why. I was thinking it's the weekend. No, it's Wednesday. I know. I had to keep correcting myself all fucking day. My bad. The second show, whatever. The one I usually do. FBS Live at 5 or some shit. But I'm going to try to do it earlier. If SoFlo isn't coming on, I'll try to do it at 4. And then we'll do politics. I can't take the winters there, but the Dells in Wisconsin are beautiful FBS. Really? Watching in a violent nature FBS. Oh, you're watching it now? Bro, like I said, a great movie. It's just the end was horrible to me. Tell me what you think when you see it. Mike DeBella, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. Freaking one floor over the cuckoo nest. LOL, that bad. Oh, I might have missed what you said before that. One for drinking, the other three for mental depression and opioids. Opiates abuse, those three were hell. Opiates abuse, those three were hell. Fuck, I can't talk. Yeah, listen, man. Like I said, we've been talking about the shit because of stand-up douche and all that with the, heroin withdrawal versus alcohol and all that. And I was just making points because he likes to say that I don't know what he went through and stuff, but I don't know what the fucking. I mean, I've seen it, I've heard enough about it, I've had it described to me, heroin withdrawal, but I never experienced it myself. And heroin, oxy, opioid, whatever the fuck, it's all the same. I'm assuming. You guys tell me. Are pills different? Is it a different type of dope sickness than heroin? I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you're taking, right? But it's got to be a fucking nightmare. Not just that, man, but heroin is hard to stay off of. I think it has the lowest success rate as far as recovery. Which drug has the lowest success rate as far as recovery? I worded that all fucked up. There, that's a better way to put it. What substance has the highest rate of relapse? Asshole I am. Today I'm not speaking well today. This whole show I've been fucking up. There's a consensus that the drugs with the highest relapse rates over 60% of the following: opiates, alcohol, cocaine, crack. Yeah. Thank God I never did heroin in my life. A lot of addicts do that. It's cheaper. I never did that. Thank God. Oh yeah, man. Of course. It's a terrible situation you're in. If you got to buy that shit off the street, it's almost, I think for most people, undoable, impossible. Sabrina Merrick, $5. Good show, FBS. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. Yes, Sally, it does. I mean, that list. I'm not surprised alcohol is second. Alcohol is a motherfucker to stay off of because it's everywhere. That's why, like, when I got clean when I was 19, 20, or got sober, I should say. We would go to restaurants. It's like, I'm just turning 21. Everybody's fucking drinking. You know what I mean? Like, around that time. I mean, I had the seizure in I believe it was summer of 99. And then I stayed sober for a long time after. But, I'm turning 21. It's like everybody's fucking drinking. For other friends of mine are turning 21 around the same time. They're all having parties. Everybody's going to bars for the first time. It's like, do I want to fucking be sober this young? No. It's just a good thing that our bodies can heal themselves the way they do, and then your liver can regenerate itself basically the way it can and fix itself. Because I would have been dead of cirrhosis fucking decades ago. Really, it's amazing even now to this day. My liver, I get my is it the lipid panel, whatever. I get all my blood work constantly. My liver is always like perfect. I don't know how. Just because it fixes itself. It's amazing. I wish it was Friday. Yeah, I don't know why I've been thinking of that since I woke up. Maybe I had a weird fucked up dream or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to shut this one down. I appreciate you all being here. I will be back on later. And like I said, keep an eye out. Maybe after the next, regular show, maybe we'll do politics. We'll see. Guys, write these numbers down. National Addiction Hotline, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Suicide Crisis. Hold on. Did I say that right? Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, yes. Keep these numbers close to you at all times, just in case you need them. Go to nextdistro.org, please. Get your free Narcan, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay strong. I love you all, and until next time, salute.